Hi, my name is Ron Layman. I'm from the Faux School, where I teach decorative painting workshops and complete commission projects for clients all around the world. If you're interested in either classes, commissioning me, or purchasing products, please go down to the description area below this video and you'll find everything you're looking for right there. If you don't, ask a question in the comments section and I will answer it as quickly as I possibly can. Today I'm going to show you a fun material called metallic plaster that is exclusive to the studio here that I had made for us and that I'm selling to you. It's metallic plaster, comes in a pearl base. This is a finished product. We're going to do a very, very easy, basic application. So let's get our tools, let's get our materials, and let's get started. So the first thing I've done to get ready for today's technique is I've primed the surface simply using a water-based primer. The primer that I use for this is Bullseye from the Zinsser Corporation. I like Bullseye. It sticks to anything. It dries to a dead flat, and it has tooth. Tooth is meaning it's going to bite into the metallic plaster. That way it doesn't slide. If I had a satin or an eggshell or low sheen, something with a little sheen to it, it's slippery. So when I go to put the metallic plaster on, it's going to be harder. It's going to slip and slide and make me work a little bit harder to create the desired effect. When I'm working over a flat finish, this will stick better to it. It bites into it. Okay, that's pretty much it. You'll find links. I'll put a link to the Bullseye from the Zinsser Corporation in the description area below. I like that product. It's fantastic. It sticks to anything. You can brush it, roll it, spray it. Now, the metallic plaster is an acrylic product, interior only. Tints with pigment, never paint. I've tinted this one up to French white, but you can see, well, I can see it. I don't know if you can see it there, how it shimmers in the light. You'll get a better idea once I put it on the surface. Now for this, I will be using two different trowels. I'm going to use my Pavon. What is this, the 824? Traditional Pavon to put it on with, and I'm going to finish off with the finishing trowel just because I like the way this finishes it because it's a finishing trowel. They're two different trowels. This has been the go-to for the longest time. This one's finally come to the US market. Yeah, it's a finishing trowel. You can do your finish coat with it. Only in smooth finished plasters. Never use this on textured plasters, all right? So the first step, and there's a lot of different ways you can put this on. I'm going to show you a very basic application. We're going to go ahead and put some of this on the trowel. And I'm going to do it in such a way, putting it all over here, like so. And then what I'm going to do is tap the surface, moving the trowel around in various ways as I do it. Like so. It's about the consistency of peanut butter. Now, I think I'm okay with this. Taking the trowel at about a 35, 40 degree angle, light pressure, just knocking this down. I'm going to do it in different directions. We just did a very easy skip trowel technique. Gather up my excess. Woo! That's it, done. Finito. Okay, we're going to let this dry 100%. Come back and I'll show you the second step in the process. But let me see if I can get you, can you see? There you go. From that angle, you see the skip trowel technique in there? The void's in place. So I probably got about, I don't know, 80% of that covered with the metallic plaster. Let this dry 100%, come back for step 2. I will see you in a little bit. Okay, so the first coat is dry. completely dry, 100% dry. I know it's a little difficult to see based on the color. It will be worth it in the end, trust me. It will look beautiful. All right, let's get our trowel out for this one. I'm gonna use the finishing trowel, because I love the way it feels when I do this technique. Woo. Somebody lost a hair. All right. Top corner, as always, because I'm right-handed, I like to go from that, well, that's, you always work, well, I'm not gonna say always work from the top down, but I prefer it this way. But I will always work wet to dry, and that's what prevents those trowel marks. So we're just gonna go ahead and put it on, and then float it out. Like so. Okay. Ooh, I just felt something. Guys must have pulled something off the tape. Like so, yeah. There we go. So again, it's about a 35, 40 degree angle. Well, that's about a 15 to slide it off. Then you lift it up just a little bit. I'm not gonna say scrape off the excess, but yes, kind of scraping off, kind of pushing it around. Let's get a little bit more here and get to it. Thought I saw another wild hair. So this is so nice for ceilings, especially if you have accent lighting, say like in a dining room tray, just any room, any wall, it's pretty. I have gosh, I've done it. Home offices, hallways, you name it. You can put it anywhere you want. Change its color possibilities are endless. You can tint it to any color you could imagine. We can match it up here because I sell this here at the studio. This is private labeled for yours truly. Took a while to work with the factory to get the right formulation, but they were wonderful. Okay, that's coat number 2, and that's all there is to it. 100% coverage, bearing, not say bearing, but you'll start to see how it lets the texture that we created underneath start to give it some interest. There we go. So we're gonna let this dry 100%, come back and do our third and final coat. See you in a bit. Okay, so the second coat has dried. Let me show you what that looks like. You can kind of start to see, look at that. Isn't that pretty? And we're not even finished yet. There you get a good view of it. So this type of plaster, one, this is a very basic application. The possibilities with this are only limited by your imagination. We can tint this to any color. We can do all kinds of textures. We can do all types of crazy finishes, embedded stencils, raised stencils, textures, you name it, or simple, elegant. So we can go from a very basic, simple, I don't want to say basic, but the basic application, traditional application or technique, of a very smooth, beautiful finish that doesn't just hit you in the face. That when you're sitting in a room and the light starts to change in the room, or as you move around the room, you'll see the light dance across the surface, giving you that really, really elegant look. Okay, third and final coat. So, finishing trowel, same product. We're gonna get a little bit on here. Okay? And I'm just gonna use my left hand? Left hand, so I don't block the board. I'm gonna put it on, pull it tight. All right? That way you see the movement of the material, because the trowel helps with that. The way we pull the trowel is going to mean the way the light's going to bounce off of it. So we have that little bit of movement in there. And then the light hits this way and this way and that way. And it looks absolutely beautiful. Oh. There we go. That's it. Simple as that. Now, you can do as many coats as you want. Now, the one thing to keep in mind, this does dry pretty quickly, but I also put that on very, very thin. I wouldn't go into it right now because it's a little too soft and I will damage it. But let me show you what the finished result looks like. Should I pull the tape? Probably should. That way you can really see it. Tape just distracts from it. So, all right, there we go. There you have it. Metallic plaster, French white. I know it looks like there's blue in there. Isn't that wild? But trust me, there's no blue in here. This is the product, the material. And that's all there is to that technique. You know, I could go like that. You're not going to see me. That's not what it's supposed to do. It's just going to, it's metallic. So imagine that on the ceiling and the light hits it just right. Let's see if I can kind of, oh, look at that. You can see somewhat of a reflection there. But this is beautiful. Look, it looks like a piece of metal on the wall. Okay? So that's just one way to apply metallic plaster. So there you have it, a very fun, basic, I'm trying to get the light to bounce off it in different directions. Watch when I turn, see it, how it changes. The reflective light from the shirt changing things. Very cool. There you have it, metallic plaster, a very basic technique. I will be giving you a lot more ways to apply this, showing you different techniques, different colors. But the biggest thing, remember, acrylic, interior only, tints with pigment, never paint. If you call the studio, give us your favorite Sherwin-Williams or Benjamin paint color. We'll tint it to match. Color charts are available on the website, and you find that by hitting the link below down in the description area where you can go down there and purchase it and find out all the other information, links to tools. If you want to buy sample boards, I have the boards there for you to practice at home with, as well as the product. There you have it, metallic plaster. If you have any questions, ask down in the description area below. If other than that, I can't think of anything else. I think I've covered it all. Ask away. If you're interested in buying it, go down below, click on the link. You'll find links to all the tools, all the material that we used here today, as well as links to classes. And if you're interested in commissioning me for a project, I do work for clients all around the country and around the world. Stick around. You're going to see some really fun videos coming your way of me traveling and doing some of those travel projects coming up. And yeah. My name is Ron Layman. I'm from the Faux School in Frederick, Maryland, where I teach decorative painting workshops and complete commission projects for clients all around the world. If you're interested in classes or commissioning, links below. That's it. I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye.